coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, 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 boom. I appreciate the support, man. We out here grinding on this thing, man. Grinding on this thing, pushing this platform, this movement, man. In 2024, we pushing Pete, man. We pushing positive energy all the way down the line. We gonna go out there and get it, man. We got to go out there and get it. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to my day one subscribers. Big love to all of y'all, man, who helped me push this thing forward. I can't do it without y'all. I know that. I acknowledge that. You know, I'm just the face, but y'all are the movement. You need to understand that. I'm just the face and the mouthpiece. Y'all are the movement, man. The more y'all talk about it, the more y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, the more y'all pass the word on to somebody else. Word of mouth, man, is networking. The bigger we gonna grow, the louder our message gonna be. So I appreciate everybody who do that, man. Everybody who has done that and everybody who will continue to do that, man. That's the way we're gonna grow. That's the way we're gonna get this message out there, man. And like I say, can't go nowhere without y'all. So wherever I go, y'all right there with me. So shout out to TBP Nation. Everybody who's in the morning mud. Everybody who rocks with me on a daily, everybody who tunes in at 6, everybody who comes in the late night, everybody on Twitch, everybody on IG, Facebook, TikTok. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Big love to all my members. New videos coming soon. More giveaways with the merch coming soon. I'm going to talk to Trail as soon as I can. I'm going to try to lower the price even more on the membership just so y'all can get over there, man, and we can have some fun. More lives coming over there on the memberships too. So y'all stay tuned, stay locked in. We got a lot of things we trying to do in 2024. Y'all stay locked in for the book. We're working on the book as well. So let's get it. Let's go 2024 TBP Nation, man. We out here. Boom. Oh man, today. Man, I thought about this dude, man, today, so I want to talk a little bit about him, man. You meet a lot of different type of characters in prison, man. That's one thing you gonna do. You gonna meet a lot of different type of characters, a lot of different type of characteristics of people, shapes, colors, sizes, and everything, man. And you know, it's gonna be somebody in your block or a couple of people in your block, man, that you just ain't gonna never be able to get a handle on, man, understand where they coming from or how they think or how they move, man. They just wild, man. And this particular case, man, I'm talking about one of my homeboys, man. Big John, man. Big John from DC, man. Big John was an interesting character, man. He was, man. He a real big dude, man. Probably about 6'3", about 6'2" and a half, 6'3". Big though, big sturdy dude, man. Probably about 300. Yeah, probably about 300, man. And he had like a lazy eye too. You know what I'm saying? He had like a lazy eye, and he talked low though. For him to be big as he was, he talked so low. But you could tell the way he be looking with his little lazy eye and the way he talk, man, he menacing. You know, he real menacing, man. He talk and he dangerous. He dangerous, right? And he's gonna be like, I'm saying no what you saying though? What you saying, Joe? yeah. You know, he one of them type of dudes. So you had to watch him, and he giggle a lot. He'll be giggling, but when he giggling, you don't know if he, you know, is he really mad or he not. I done seen him giggling and right before he getting ready to do something. And he be like, yeah, that's funny, ain't it? And he take off. He'll take off like that. So them type of dudes like that, man, you gotta watch them, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about Big John was, you know, we thugging, man. We up there, and we up here in no man's land, man. We at Wallace Ridge, so we up here with these crazy people at, man. These racist white folks up here running this joint. So everybody is at war, because if you ain't at war with the next man, you at war with this administration, because you don't know what they might do at any time. So, you know, Big John, I guess he in that solo mode, man, cause he rock with DC, cause he from DC, but at the same time, he ain't taking no prisoners. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He on his own. He's standing on his own for real. You know, he gonna rep DC, but he's standing on his own because he had beef with DC. I didn't even know that. He had beef with one of the jokers that was down there from the city, man. This dangerous, man. I ain't even know that till I was around him for about a year, and he told me because our homie was up there, Richie Rich, and I knew Richie Rich had been up there, but I ain't know where he was because Richie Rich had left Powhatan when I got on Powhatan. I wasn't on there for a couple of weeks. I told y'all, I think I told in one of them stories probably on Powhatan, and Richie Rich had just chopped dude up right when I had got there. Not long after did him real dirty, man. They had to, airlift him up out of there. And that's been his motto since I've been around him. But Richie got a couple of L notes, so he ain't looking to go nowhere. So, and he from the city, and he in foreign land. He putting his mark down. Everybody in the system, for more or less, that know him, been around him, know he will push that Bethlehem, man, and he ain't don't care nothing about the consequences. Everywhere I've been with him, he done pushed that Bethlehem. And I done been on 1, 2, 3. Wallace Ridge would have been the fourth institution I done been on with him. You know what I'm saying? I done been on 4 joints with him. On all 4 joints, he done left blood on the floor. That's how he gonna move. And he'll put pressure on you. And he tax the dudes. And he extort. And he do all of that. So after I done been around Big John for a while, John like playing chess. I like playing chess. So we used to play chess with each other all the time too. And that was crazy because he one of them type of dudes when he playing chess, he love it. But there's a lot of us is like that. I gotta say I'm kind of like that too. But he like one of them. When he winning, he gonna be running his mouth. He gonna be laughing. He gonna be joking on you. He gonna be making fun of you because he beating you. But when he losing and you do it to him, he get mad. He get real mad. He get want to fight mad. You know what I'm saying? So he was one of them type of jokers. So I knew this when I was playing him, so I had to, start reading his character, whatever. Even though he my homie, I still gotta watch him. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, he rolling dolo. He rolling dolo and he get mad. He used to get mad, but I still joked him because if he win, he gonna joke. So I still used to do it. But he used to get mad on the way. He do a lot of this too. I know y'all know these type of dudes that do this. He do a lot of this too. Yeah. And he used to do that a lot. And he'll giggle. And that little eye be like half closed. And he be like, okay. But when he win, then he giggle too. But he giggle real soft. It's like a menacing joke. You have to hear it to understand it. He be like, that was a major move on it. Yeah, that was a major move. He happy. But when he lose, go ahead, man. Go ahead, set the game up, man. You doing all that for? What you doing all that for? Go ahead. If you gonna keep on playing, just go ahead, keep on playing. What you doing all that for? Come on, man. You acting like a little kid, man. Come on, man. We grown men, man. We grown men. Go ahead, man. They ain't playing no more, man. You go ahead, man. Y'all mamas, man. Acting like mamas, man. And he'll do all of that. But when he winning, it's all fun. It's all games, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it goes in the penitentiary. You have to learn these things to deal with these type of people, different personalities and attitudes. It ain't like you can, if you gonna be social, it ain't like you could pick, because everybody's funny. Everybody got funny ways. It's just a matter of what you're gonna deal with. If you want to play chess, one thing about playing chess is you're gonna deal with a lot of people's different attitudes. And no one, and I mean no one, likes losing. Because everybody looking at you like, you inferior to this dude intellectually. So nobody likes losing because everybody want to act like they, superior intellectually. But, that ain't the case. But John, he used to get mad like that. So after we got to know each other for a while, man, and we was talking to somebody, I think Richard sent me a kite, and I had to get the kite, and I was like, oh, man. And when I boarded it up, then it was Richard. I was like, oh, yeah, Richard. And he was like, do I? I said, yeah, He said, man, yeah, I know that joke. I was like, you know, that's the homie, right? He said, yeah, I know he's a homie. He said, I was in the cell with him on the other side of the yard. I said, oh, you was in the cell with him? He said, yeah, I was in the cell with him about 2 years ago. I was in the cell with him on the other side of the yard. I was like, yeah, man, I was on such with him, whatever, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't been able to catch up with him everywhere I go. He leaving as soon as I get there, right? I said, but we was on Greenville together for a minute, right? He was like, yeah, man, I don't mess with that joke. I said, you don't mess with the homie, man. He said, man, I done had to put hands on him, man. I said, what? He said, yeah, I done had to put hands on him, man. We was in the cell together, man. He was all the way out of pocket, man. I had to put hands on him. I said, man, I said, you got to rubbing with Richie. He was like, yeah. He said, I punched him too. I punched. So I'm saying to myself, just thinking, knowing, you know, Richie, I'm like, if you did, it behooves you not to get around him no more. It behooves you not to get around him no more, because I'm telling you, just as sure as Grizzly's grocery, he gonna put that Bethlehem in. And I'm thinking in my mind, if they was selling something popped off in the cell, and it won't no way he had it or could get to him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, physically, I can see him, you know, punishing Rich. You know, Rich ain't no little dude neither, but he ain't 300, 6'3", he ain't that big. He probably like 6 feet tall, probably weighing, you know, a slim 170 or something. You know, so I could see that, man. But it was just, I don't know, man. When he was telling me, it kind of made me feel a certain type of way, too. Because I was like, I know Rich. And I'm like, man, what? And then they homies. I'm like, why y'all? So it was real. I had real conflict and feelings just about hearing that information. So he started explaining, like, yeah, we was in there one night, man. He acting all crazy and talking all tough. And I told him, man, I ain't with that tough guy talk, Joe. And he was like, okay, I mean, what's up? I ain't neither. He was like, man, he said, you know, we used to have the little radios and stuff, you know. And he said, man, I just, you know, I was just told. He kept on running his mouth. I told him I'm through talking. He kept running his mouth. He said, man, I just politely, you know, unplug the radio, you know, man, and wrap that joint in my hand. I turn around, I didn't nap, and just beat him. I beat him with the joint, man. He said I could have killed him up in there, man. But I punched him. I got him down. And people coming there and get us out there, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, I said, yeah. I said, what he said, man, it been about 2.5 years ago. Now he said, that's how I got on this side of the yard. So I'm like, what? Yeah, so now, when I get the kite, he said, oh, you over there, he probably telling you I'm over here. He probably tell you about. So now I'm thinking he might be looking at me like Richard sending me a Jones said, yeah, you know, the homie over there, you in the block with the homie that did this to me, woo, woo, woo. So now I'm thinking that he might be looking at me like I'm a potential enemy or like he plotting on me. This is how you got to think in the penitentiary. This is what I'm starting to think now. So, okay, like, boom. And I've been playing chess with him now for almost a year. You know, we chop it up every day in some type of capacity or form. We chop it up every day. We talk about something. If we ain't talking about the city, high schools, neighborhoods or something, we talk about something every day. Now, me knowing him and knowing a little bit about how he move and how he think, I started thinking when I went in the cell, I'm like, man, Big John might, you know, he might be plotting on me because he might think that I'm plotting on him. But little do he know, Richard ain't even asked me nothing about it. He didn't even know what block I was in. He just knew I was up there, so he had just sent me some, trying to get, you know what I'm saying, trying to get a, you know, couple of dollars, trying to get some stamps or something, because he had just got out the hole, heard I was up there. So I sent him to Joan and shoot him a kite back. I don't even mention Big John. You know what I'm saying? I don't even mention him. But the reason what made me further believe that, because when I came back out the cell after count, he was asking me, what Young was talking about. He was talking about me. That right there told me that thought crossed his mind, you know, and then I start automatically talking to him, and I'm like, nah, man, he ain't even mentioned you. He probably don't even know you over woo. But I automatically, this penitentiary stuff, I automatically start sizing him up and looking at his body language, seeing if he had that thing on him, and he was coming in, you know what I'm saying, to you know, test the water with me, you know, fishing to see if I was plotting on him. Now this the crazy type of life you gotta live in the penitentiary, man. The paranoia is real, dog. Because when you don't pay attention to your paranoia, that's when you end up laying in a pool of blood or something somewhere, you know. And yeah, man, it kind of like changed the dynamics between me and Big John, because from that point on, I always felt like I really had to look at him and watch him. And I had little words and stuff with gang members and this, that, and he was always on deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, young? What them fools talking about? I know they don't want no drama for real. You know, I say ready. So now I'm looking at him and, you know what I'm saying? It shifted dynamics, because I know I didn't really take it super personal, because I know he doing what he got to do to protect himself. He don't know if I'm super cool with Richie and I'm going to try to do something to him for Richie because Richie couldn't do it. He don't know that. So I understand that. But at the same time, and he a homie, I understand that dynamic. But these are the positions that you put in when you're in prison, man, to deal with all of this flammery, and it just had you in a messed up state of mind, man. Yeah, it'll have you in a messed up state of mind, man. And, you know, I think he felt the tension. You know, we still did what we did. We still played chess. We still chopped it up. But, you know what I'm saying? You could tell that something was different just by getting a kite. Just by getting a kite and he knowing who the kite came from. That was crazy to me, man. But Big John was raining havoc in there, man. He was wreaking havoc up in that joint. They were scared to death of Big John, man. And he was a bully, but he was if it makes sense, he was a kind bully. You know what I'm saying? He was a kind bully. He was more of a give you subliminal messages than to just straight lean on you. He was an extortionist, but a kind extortionist, because he would give you the subliminal message, like the little white dudes in there or the little young dudes in there. He might say something like, yeah, commissary day, Big John might pull up on like, put a little something in my bag for me, man. I'm doing bad this week, you know. And that's more of, it was more of a demand than a request. You see what I'm saying? But he delivering it with a smile in him. And they got this big joker, man, with, you know, with a lazy eye, man, sucking on his teeth with toothpicks sticking out of his mouth. And he could put them things together too. Yeah, he put them things together too, right? And yeah, man, these dudes was getting them stuff on every commissary day, man. Every commissary day. And but he won't, you know, he won't like saying, man, you better do it, I'm gonna do this. It was just understood. It was understood, you know. And then the drama, I seen him getting a little drama before too, and that'll shake a dude up, because almost all the time, man, when you go in a new block, even if you got a reputation, you gotta demonstrate sometimes so people know that you still about that life. And y'all seen a pop a dude one time at the phone, man. When, you know, doors open, everybody trying to run to the phone, everybody trying to get to the phone, you know, quick, fast before anybody else get it, because you might not have a chance to get it all day. It'd be lines and lines. So he was saying something about, man, he can't never get to the phone because in proximity where his cell was, by the time he opened, all the dudes that's closest to the front was always going to the phone. So that was causing a whole problem anyway in the block. Like, y'all jokers is close to the phone. Every time the door open, y'all on the phone first. Y'all got to show some consideration to dudes that can't get to the phone. Y'all can't use the phone first all the time. So that was a big thing in the whole block, period. So I guess when it came to Big John, he had told the dudes before then, I got to use that phone after count, man. So everybody just grabbing these phones all up front, man. I'm going to use that phone. When I come out, I got to make a call. So when he came out, he couldn't get to the phone before somebody was on every phone. So he walked up to the closest one and was telling the joker, look, man, I told y'all I got to use the phone. Right? So dude was like, man, I can't do the phone, all of y'all phone. And Big John just simply did one of these joints right here. He was like, yeah, you right. And he look up there to that tower. Right. So look, but check this out though, right? One punch. He slid on. He slid on down the bar. And John looking up at the booth, scared to death, because they're going to shoot you up there. And just dragged him and pushed him on out the way and took the phone off, wiped the joint off, and started dialing the number and turned his back to the block. He said, man, somebody get him, man. Somebody get him away from me. And dude came over there and pulled him on over, and then he came up. And when he came up, you know what I'm saying, he ain't want to do nothing. He ain't want to do nothing. I felt like he couldn't do nothing. And they pulled him up and put him on there. And he went over there, sat at the little table. And when he sat at the little table, he when he sat at the little table, he was getting his little self together, right? And talked to one of his little homeboys or whatever. John used the phone like won't nothing going on. Toothpick sticking out his mouth, you know, talking his talk. When he got off the phone, he walked over to the table like he be doing. I tell you, he be giggling. It's menacing. He like, you all right, young? You all right? Is some drama? Something going down? You want something to go down? What? I mean, talk to me. Y'all want something to go down? They were like, no, man, it's good. It's all right. It's dead, man. That's over. He's all right. All right, just let me know there. Yeah, let me know. Come with it. Yeah, I'm with it. Don't move funny around me there. I'll tell you. All right, and roll out. And roll out. He came over and asked me, did I want to play chess? I said, yeah, little lady, we play after the other count, right? He was like, oh, all right, that's what's up. And he started playing chess with another dude. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna put his back where he can see everybody. He playing chess, got one leg up on the stool, and he leaning over, he playing, he sucking on his toothpick, he laughing, he giggling, he winning, so it's all good. But these are the type of things that be going on. Then when that tobacco thing came, oh man, he had a real thing about that. I told y'all about how that tobacco was going on up there because they done took the smoking. But you got all these hillbillies up here that work chewing tobacco. Yeah, nasty, but true. They chewing tobacco, they spitting it all out on the yard, they spitting it out in trash cans, and dudes is finding this stuff, man. And literally, they dumpster diving, getting this stuff, they picking it up off the yard with napkins, and they holding this stuff, and they bringing it back. They burning it, and when they burn it, man, it gets dry, and then they take that burnt, dry tobacco, man, and they sell it, and they smoke it. And I'm telling y'all, I know it's disgusting, but it's real. And these dudes is getting real money off of this. I'm talking about, you had dudes in there making hundreds of dollars a week off of this tobacco that they picking up off the yard or getting out of the trash can. They CO because it ain't no tobacco on the compound. So it's a commodity. So Big John got a job where he could go out there in the morning. And so what happens is at nighttime, all of these COs that work these booths, they country, all of them hillbillies, they chewing tobacco every day. And they chewing it up in the booth, but it don't supposed to be on the compound, so they spitting it all out in the trash can. So when they leave in the morning, they get off of their shift, they tying them up in the little trash bags and throwing them away so they leave no evidence in the booth in case the next officer come in there who don't chew tobacco and want to report them or something like that, or a sergeant walk up in the booth and smell the tobacco, look in the trash can, you know, so on and so forth. So by them doing that, they created a rush to the trash can in the mornings. Whoever work go out there, get that trash, bring it back in, open it up. They can smell it. They find the tobacco. They, you know, re-burn it, you know, bag it up and sell it and make money. So Big John got a job where he can go out there in the morning. So other dudes got jobs to go out there in the morning too. So now there's a race to get out here to get this money. Man, Big John started putting that pressure on them jokers that was getting out there before him. Big John started telling him, hey, look, if y'all keep running out there that trash can in the morning and getting out there before me, if you don't break bread with what you get out that trash can, bro, we gonna have a problem. He literally leaning on these jokers about spit out tobacco, man, but it's money in there. And he letting them know, and they start getting shook up, you know, because they know he serves. They know he'll push to Bethlehem. They know he'll put hands on him. So more or less, he didn't have to rush no more in the morning, because if them dudes got out there before him, they gonna take, it might, man, listen, it literally might be 10, 12 bags in there from all over the compound. They drop them in there before they leave. So I think they knew what was going on too, the COs. So you talking about 10, 12 bags, dude go out there, act like they dumping the trash that they're supposed to dump, and then they picking the bags up that got tobacco in them, putting them back in the trash can, bringing them back in, you know what I'm saying, all under the watchful eye of the COs, and bringing them back in, taking them to their room, busting them open, finding the tobacco, doing what they do. Man, them dudes started leaving 3-4 bags in that garbage can for Big John, cause Big John said he won't have it. So he ain't had to rush to get out there no more, cause he done already laid the law down, he done laid the threat down that he got to have his part, and they started leaving his part, you know, to make sure he got his, so all of them was eating. And I'm telling you, no matter how disgusting you think it is, every bit of tobacco found in there will be sold. Somebody buying it, man. That's how bad dudes wanted to smoke. That's how bad they wanted to smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, they were calling that junk Charlie Sheen. They said they was winning. But Big John was winning, man, because he put that pressure on him, man. But he was more or less, man, like a dangerous gentle giant, man. He was dangerous, though. Because if he gets spooked, he gonna pull up on you. He gonna pull up on you off the rip. And that's how I felt too when I got that letter. As soon as the doors open, he asked me, what did he say? He said something about me. I felt like that was a slight pull up because he wanted to know. And far as I know, to this day, he could have been strapped, thinking that I'm gonna do something to him. But I was strapped too, because I didn't know what he was doing. And I didn't know what was on his mind. But at the same time, I'm glad it didn't even come to that, because we won't even on that type of time. But I say all that to say, with the dynamics that be going on in prison, man, you know, it'll mess you up mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because it have you thinking something, and then what if I move on what I'm thinking and I'm wrong? What if he would have moved on what he thinking and he wrong? And we never would have knew. See what I'm saying? So this is the type of psychological effect prison will have on you, man. You know, because you see things and you know things to have occurred, and you're so paranoid and nervous about things like that happening to you. So sometimes you move the wrong way, or sometimes you move quicker than you should have moved, and it could have been avoided, you know, if it weren't for the circumstance, if it weren't for the environment. You know what I'm saying? Because even conversation on the street could make you avoid something that ain't supposed to happen, because you get better understanding. But in the penitentiary, even the conversation could be the throw off. Even the conversation could be the you know, the roadblock to make you think one way. You turn your head and you get hit up. Yeah, you know. So conversation, you know what I'm saying, don't even get it in prison. That's how thick the paranoia is, man. You know, because you're in the danger zone, man. So you can't trust what nobody say. You can only trust what you see, what you know. You know what I'm saying? You cannot trust what nobody say, man. You try to fill them out all you can, but that's the best you can do. But anyway, though, yeah, man, Big John, man. Shout out to Big John, man. He be out. I don't even know if he out. I don't know how much time he had or whatever, man. But, you know, man, it was cool, man. I stayed in the block with him, man, probably about 2.5, 3 years, man. And we ain't never really had no real problems. Had a couple of little fallouts. We ain't talked to each other for a couple of weeks or something, but all of that was all over chest, and then we right back at it again, though, man. But yeah, that's penitentiary for you, though. But Big John without DC, man, he ain't going for nothing. He'll put them mitts on you, and he will put that Bethlehem in you, all while sucking on a toothpick with a lazy eye. Yeah, real talk, man. So, yeah, man. But I say, you know, like I said, you know, the moral of this story is, man, that, you know, penitentiary will have you messed up, dog. It'll have you messed up, man. It'll have you turning on people that you shouldn't turn on. It'll have you looking at people that's close to you with suspicion. It just have you messed all up, man, mentally, man. It's something, man. It's a mental fight in there every day, as well as a physical fight in there every day. It's a mental fight too, man, to keep your sanity in them walls, man. Real talk. So shout out to all the people that came out, man, with their faculties intact, man. You know, as well as their physical, but their mental intact too, man. Because it's a hard job, bro. It's definitely a hard job. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Talk to me. I talk back, man. Lesson in every blessing is, and the blessing in this lesson is, man, me and Big John ain't never really had no falling out, man. He ain't never really had no falling out. And he didn't like my celly. That was the worst celly I ever had. He wanted to punish him so bad, and he started leaning on him too, and low-key extorting him. Maybe I tell that in another story, maybe in the membership or something, which I had no problem with. You know what I'm saying? But y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Let's go, man. We on the road to 150K. Can't get there without you, man. Need y'all, you know, to hold me down, man. And by all means, man, whatever you do, man. Bang, bang, boop, 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 boop. Duck them hooks, man. They out there. Bang.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.